Hi everyone, this is Group C. I'm Dian Yu. My group member are Bi Congfeng and Xiaofeng Yang. The topic today is AFCX both ability to tackle financial and cyber crime. This is the content. First part is background. This is the introduction of AFCX. Founded in 2016, the Australian Financial Crime Exchange is an independent, non-profit organization that aims to assist companies in combating financial-related crimes. AFCX was established by the Australia's four major banks as an independent entity, cooperating with the government and the law enforcement agencies. By facilitating the sharing of data, analytical capabilities, and evidence-based insights, AFCX provides members with intelligence that enables them to go beyond simple supervision of transaction and the investigation of violation. The organization is supported by the Federal Ministry of the Interior and is a key element of Australia's 2015 to 2018 National Organized Crime Response Plan. Next is the goal of AFCX. There are three goals our project want to achieve. First, a cloud platform that supports data collaboration between banks and is easy to continuously manage. Second, the ability to manage and process rapidly growing and a huge data set. Third, use strictly limited internal resources to complete all achieves under conditions permitted by federal laws. After goals, there are also some problems we are facing now. The first is how to build a cloud platform that is coordinated, easy to manage, and can support data collaboration between banks. AFCX needs a technology partner and software that can help AFCX integrate different users and different back-to-end data provided by different users. Second, how to manage and handle the growing volume of data. AFCX was originally a pilot project involving financial and cyber crime between banks. When AFCX was officially recognized by the federal government and entered production, the initial infrastructure was too limited to handle up to 3 million pieces of 11 different pieces of data. The third is how to collect and analyze data on financial instructions and prevent cyber and financial crime without violating federal laws. In view of government background of AFCX, AFCX should be more cautious when processing data. The prevention of crime is important, but the permission of legality is the top priorities. And next is the business case of our project. The name of project is Vanguard, which combines financial and Vanguard. It is a cloud-based platform that can integrate financial institution and analyze the data provided by financial institution to combat financial and cyber crime within the scope permitted by federal law. The platform can not only do this, but can also promote data interaction between major financial institutions in Australia. The cloud intelligence platform facilitating maintenance and upgrades can perform machine learning on cases that have occurred to prevent new crimes to happen. And next is the deliverable part. Let me give the presentation to my team member.
All right, thank you. So, well, according to the needs analysis of AFCX and the challenges facing in the current background, the final project deliverables is defined as the deployment of a cloud platform with big data processing and analysis capabilities based on AI technology and cloud computing technology. At the back end, we built a private network for business processing to ensure the security data communication. And the project deliverables should include a series of project-related documentation as well. The specific composition of the project deliverables is shown in the following table. Well, so the deliverable is divided into the 15 components. The categories of deliverables is development and the documentation. Next slide, please. Okay, so in here, this picture shows a sample structure, but this is not the final version. So we can see people can still choose to use the previous application interface form interface. This application is from the GIRA software. To be specific, the deliverables of this project mainly focus on the backend cloud architecture. On the cloud server, we have to achieve the segmentation of service cluster. For example, we divided service into microservice cluster and the data processing and analysis cluster. The development of models can improve the scalability and ease of maintenance of this cloud platform. Also, we consider AFCX has many bank partners, which may involve a lot of confidential information as well. We use private network framework to ensure the confidentiality and the security of information. So next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, thank you. So according to the definition of the final deliverable, we defined the scope of the project. The scope statement is mainly built around the capabilities of the final deliverable. There are 6 abilities can be done in the scope of this project. They are system development, security management, database, data processing model, cloud service, and operation and maintenance. Next slide, please. We also have defined the capabilities which are not within the scope of this project. So we have 3 capabilities outside of the scope. They are AI analysis, maintenance, and user interface development. Here, AI analysis will require more time and data to train the model. So the effort of the model is continuous in improvement rather than put into use directly. In terms of maintenance, the scope of the project does not include continuous operation and maintenance, but the operation and the maintenance guidelines will be recorded, and the person in charge can surpass it. In the development of user interface, we consider the limited resources. So AFCX can choose to adopt the previous interaction interface framework. That may be helpful for saving the development cost. Well, so next my partner will talk something about the stakeholders.
Okay, thank you, Xiaofeng. Hi guys, I will describe the stakeholders of AFCX for you. Firstly, I will explain the needs and the requirements of stakeholders for AFCX. Stakeholders are generally divided into internal stakeholders and external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders, including employees, managers, and owners, are the main stakeholders. External stakeholders, including suppliers, society, government, creditors, and customers, are secondary stakeholders. The needs of these stakeholders will affect the success of the project. So when starting a project, the project manager must clearly understand the needs and the requirements of stakeholders. This table describes in detail the roles and the needs of AFCX stakeholders. AFCX must fulfill its responsibility to them, just as the company has a responsibility to pay workers reasonable wages. Similarly, AFCX has a responsibility to pay suppliers, deliver goods to customers, and pay taxes to local authority on time. AFCX provide a true and fair view of financial statement and ensure that its accounts are transparent. For society, social perception, economic impact, and environmental responsibility are all part of AFCX social responsibility. Okay, next part, my partner Dianyu will introduce the Gantt chart.
Okay, thank you. This is a Gantt chart of our project. As you can see, the entire project is estimated to take 5 months and 18 days to complete. The whole project is divided into 7 parts. The initiation and the management part each in 10 working days. The design, development, and the testing part each in 30 working days. And the release and the maintenance part both need 5 working days. Thank you. Next part.
All right, so this is the work breakdown structure of our project combined with the composition table of the final deliverable of this project and the decomposition strategy of the work breakdown structure of this project is to decompose according to the implementation process of project. The decomposition method is top-down method. Finally, we use a graphical method to display WBIs. So next, my partner will introduce the network diagram.
Thank you. This is a network diagram. As you can see, the initiation is the pre-entity of the management, design, and the development. And the management is the pre-entity of design and development. As for the entities of testing, release, and maintenance after development, they are all in a linear relationship from front to back. Thank you. Next part.
So this is the responsibility distribution matrix diagram, which is called RACI matrix as real. The specific situation is shown in the table below. The matrix describes each role in the project and its related responsibilities. Through the horizontal and the vertical statistics of the matrix, we are able to analyze the specific work status of the role and the completion of the project task. Okay, so next, my partner will talk about something about the project cost.
Okay, this part I will explain the cost estimates. These are many types of costs in this project, including labor cost, material cost, and other fixed cost. Overall, it belongs to direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost refers to the cost directly used in the production processes. Indirect cost refers to the cost calculation objects, which are not directly included in the production cost. Material cost is acquiring materials such as faculty cost. Material cost and labor cost can be calculated according to the work breakdown structure and the number of employees. Some costs are difficult to estimate, such as the impact on the reputation of the company. For AFCX, the direct material cost is the purchase of hardware and the cloud service, and the remaining material costs are indirect cost. Labor cost is the sum of all salaries and benefits paid to project manager, team members, engineers, scientists, and testers. Direct costs such as the wages of employees who produce the products, while indirect costs are related to labor, such as the wages of employees who maintain the equipment. Next slide. Okay, this part I will describe the risk. The risk register has two functions. The first function is to record risk identification, risk assessment, and risk management information, and to promote the transfer and exchange of this information among managers. The second function is that the risk register improves the quality and the efficiency of risk decision-making in the management processes. Next. This table describes the risk name, risk category, risk description, risk owner, likelihood, and the level of impact of different risks. For the entire project, insufficient startup is the main risk affecting the entire project. At the same time, if there is inaccurate analysis, it will also affect the result of the project. Communication risks plays a great role in the project success. The communication media used in this project include email and face-to-face meeting. Next. There are 4 advantages which can provide for AFCX. For the idea that AFCX wants to improve the prevention of financial and network security crimes, our project can clarify and analyze the leaked data to obtain valuable information. This project can provide AFCX with technical capability and industry experience through the cloud platform to avoid the occurrence of financial and cyber crimes. At the same time, our project does not need to build infrastructure and can reduce the budget of AFCX. Okay, this is our group presentation. Thanks for listening.